and I sound really smart. But I don't think I'm going to read that tonight. Instead, what I would like to do is I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what is National Elementary Honor Society. Because when I was in junior high and high school, I was in honor society, and it was an honor. That's what it was, an honor. That's what I was told. I didn't really know what it was. So I thought maybe some of you might be feeling like that, so I would clear it up for you, okay? So, National Elementary Honor Society is a service club. It is national, which means there are chapters all over the United States. And what makes ours so special is that we're the only elementary school in all of the Fullerton School District who has one. Okay? We're very proud of that. N.E.H.S. takes our top, carefully chosen students, and we give them a charge. And we tell them, how can you make the world a better place? Oh, one moment. So you want them to make the world a better place. And at Maple, our N.E.H.S. students learned that even though we're small, both in stature and in age, we can do great things. So some of our past projects include making care packages for the homeless. And we started off and we collected pennies, and we thought, maybe we could do like 50 packs. That would be really great. And we'll put some socks in there and some beanies and some food, and we'll donate it to the homeless. Except we don't do anything small here. And we made, how many did we make? Over 100. We had enough stuff to do over 100. That's how hard they worked. Another project that we worked on is they made beauty kits for teenagers who had cancer. That was with our Mustangs Lady group. And again, maybe we can make this many. And again, we doubled it. Last year, we tried a t-shirt drive. We thought we'd take some old t-shirts and we'd turn them into dog toys. And then we would donate them down to the local pound. And we thought, oh, maybe we could do 50. We made over 120 toys. So maybe things like that don't change the world, but for some people, it meant the world to them. That's all I'm going to say for a little bit. Okay. Tonight, I have the very special privilege. Actually, I'm going to stop. N.E.H.S. members, would you please go to the audience? Tonight we have the special privilege from hearing from a woman who so far has accomplished many great things in her life. N.E.H.S. is a teacher on special assignment in the Fullerton School District. Prior to that, she spent 10 years in the classroom and taught an iPad one-to-one first grade class in an Apple Distinguished Program at Valencia Park Elementary School. As a teacher on special assignment, Ms. Cosmo works to support teachers and students with the innovative and instructional use of technology. Before becoming a teacher,
Good morning. Hello, Mom.
I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm so proud of all of our candidates tonight. Families, welcome. I want to introduce myself and tell you who I am. My name is N.E.H.S, and I am one of the teachers on special assignment here in the Fullerton School District. And what that really means is I get to work with almost 14,000 students and almost 700 teachers here in the school district regarding the innovative and instructional use of technology. And for the past 3.5 years, I've been the ATOSA that has worked with teachers and scholars at Maple School. And so I have spent a lot of time in a lot of classrooms with these students, and I am so honored to have been asked to come and speak here tonight. So I want to say welcome. Welcome to the families in our community, Principal Abney, the teachers here at Maple School, and our 5th and 6th grade scholars and National Elementary Honor Society candidates. Welcome. But I'm also here to say congratulations. Miss Ryan said, you probably can tell I like to have a little fun, right? Miss Ryan said something that is absolutely true. Maple School is the only school in the Fullerton School District to have an elementary honor society. That's pretty special. There are 20 schools in the district, and I work at all of them. So I constantly run from here to there, north and south, east and west, all over Fullerton. Do you see that little red star on the map? That's this community. And Maple School is not just a star on the map. It is a real community with incredible scholars, amazing families, and a wonderful learning community that gets to experience life together. And tonight is your ceremony for the National Elementary Honor Society. And I was told there were 4 pillars of N.E.H.S, including scholarship, responsibility, service, and leadership. And all of you stand out as academic scholars. I know it takes 3s and 4s on your report cards and a GPA above a certain number to be a part of this honor. And responsibility, what is that? It's not just having O's and S's on your report card. It's who you are as an individual and as a character. And service. Ms. Ryan spoke about Mustang Ladies and all of the community opportunities that you have to impact people here in our neighborhood, beyond Fullerton, and even outside of the city. And leadership. You are the leaders on campus. You are the kids that your peers watch. What are they doing? What do they do in class? How do they behave in class? What are the choices you make outside of the classroom? You are the leaders on campus that other people look up to. And those are great responsibilities. So I wanted to share a little bit with you about my story and my story at school. I went to K through 5th, kinder through 5th in the state of Texas. And that's me in 1st grade. And you're probably sitting in the chair thinking, that's so funny. But I had dreams when I was in 1st grade. Everybody dreamt of something they wanted to be when they grew up. I wanted to be a movie star. I did. And I walk into classrooms and I go places and people they think I am a movie star. I saw you in Ghostbusters. The best one is, you were in Tammy, weren't you? She's not put together very well. I hope I look a little bit better than that. But I wanted to be a movie star. I also wanted to be an astronaut. I had big dreams of going to space. Maybe one day I still will. But my most vivid dream was wanting to be a National Geographic photojournalist. And I remember staring at National Geographic magazines when I was a kid. And that's the issue from December of 1985. And it was all about the Titanic. And I remember spending hours looking through that magazine. And boys and girls, it wasn't until I was in the 3rd grade that I realized I wanted to be a teacher. I even started dressing like teachers do. That's what the 80s were like in Texas, you guys. And then my family moved to California for my last year of elementary school. That was a big year. The leaders on campus. What we were doing, our friends are looking up to. That was me in 6th grade. Yeah. Time passes. But who I was becoming was starting to deform. Junior high. Do you see a smiley face on my tennis racket? I refused to let the people who strung my tennis rackets put their symbol on it. I said, give me the paint. I want to put a happy face on my tennis racket. Because that was who I was choosing to become. Positive, energetic, sometimes silly, maybe sometimes a little weird person who loved life. Even by putting a silly smiley face on their tennis racket. So my 12th grade came along. I know I look very different, don't I? 12th grade came along and I was a senior class officer. I was the president of the Girls Athletic Association. And I learned about commitment and what it required when you said, yeah, I can do that. Because sometimes it meant hard work. Sometimes it meant asking for help. But sometimes it meant it fell on my shoulders to make sure something got completed. And that the job was done well. I learned a lot about responsibility in high school. So 20 years have passed, you guys. 20 years later. And I still find myself at the crossroads of distraction and opportunity. But I realized my dream. And I don't really dress like that anymore. But along my journey to becoming an educator, I learned some big lessons. And sometimes those lessons come with really big words. I was challenged with the words quit, complain, or innovate. Can't quit. Does us no good to quit. As a teacher, it's my job. I need a job to pay my bills.
No.
Complaining.
No. Sit down.
What good was that going to do for me? It wasn't going to do me any good in my position. Flipgrid and pick collage and seesaw as a teacher ambassador. But I'm more than that. I'm a dreamer. I'm a Saturday go to the beach and look for seashells person. I'm a lay in my hammock and read a book person. I'm a hard worker. I'm an innovator. I'm a Harry Potter fan. And I'm a teacher on special assignment in the Fullerton School District. And I am a fan of Maple Mustangs. So scholars, I want to ask you to begin to consider, who will you become? Who are you becoming in life? Do you filter it through a frame of scholarship and academics? Do you filter it through making responsible choices and being that leader on campus? Do you filter it through acts of service for others and helping others, even if it means getting dirty or not doing the most glamorous thing? One of my most special experiences was spending 6 weeks, the summer before I was a senior in high school, shoveling mud in Poland. I went on a mission trip with my youth group and we spent 6 weeks shoveling dirt, day after day. Why would anybody choose that? I was helping somebody else. And it was a great privilege. Do you filter your choices through a leadership perspective? I heard a quote recently that was so powerful. Leadership is not about being the boss. It's about the people you work with and leading them. So think about that with your friends. I'm in the business of people. I work with teachers. I work with students. And I choose to do it with a smile because I do believe that we are better together. It's not just about those 4 words. I want to tell you very briefly about something I call diamond time. And these are some taxi cab words of wisdom I got after a vacation in Alaska. And I was riding in a taxi cab, And the gentleman said, "How was your vacation?" And I said, "I was in Alaska. The trees were beautiful. The air was so clean. It was beautiful. I loved every second of it." And scholars, he smiled. And you know what he said? "It sounds like diamond time." Diamonds are precious, aren't they? Diamonds are beautiful. Those moments were precious and beautiful. So I started thinking, what's diamond time? It's the way I choose to live, to find joy and excitement and pleasure in the things that I do. I did it in the classroom with my students, right? Before I left the classroom to become a TOSA, that was the last selfie I ever took with my students, right? That was the last picture I ever had with my class. And look at that. They were my students when they were this tall. Scholars, that will be you someday. And you'll be standing up there getting your diploma, and all of your teachers and your families and the community will be so proud of you, just like we are tonight. So it's about perspective, and the perspective you take, and the perspective you choose to have. And I want you to think about this challenge. Think about diamond time. But also, I want to challenge you to be more dog. Scholars, have you seen this yet? Families, we have about a 2-minute video, and scholars, this is what it means to be more dog.
I used to be a cat. Every day the same. I'd be aloof till lunch, then coldly indifferent after. To me, everything was just, Then it hit me. Why be so cat? Why not be a bit more dog? I mean, look at the world today. It's amazing. Running, amazing. Chasing cars, amazing. Sticks, amazing. Carpe diem. It means grab the frisbee. Maybe we should all be a bit more dog. Be more dog.
Is that something we can do? Yeah. Absolutely. It is about choosing to find joy, choosing to smile, choosing to have fun. It's about perspective. So the choice is yours. I didn't want to be the teacher that walked around like this. I wanted to be the one to grab the frisbee and go after the stick. So this year, candidates, you are friends. You are scholars. You are leaders at Maple School and in this community and in the city of Fullerton and beyond. And we are so proud of you. So proud of you. And I am so honored to have been able to share a little bit with you tonight about my life, about the experiences you're having, and celebrating this great honor of becoming members of the National Elementary Honor Society. Thank you very much.
To be more dog? But how did your kids get up here? What did they have to do? N.E.H.S is more than just academics, but that was the very first step in them getting here. First, they had to have had to achieve a met or excelled on their math and their language arts SBAC. That was the first step. We had lots of those. Okay, but it's not only that. Then I got nosy. I love getting nosy. So I combed through each person's Hume file to make sure they were amazing throughout the year. Because while the SBAC is rigorous, it's a once-a-year test. We want students who are amazing every single day. So your child achieved a year-end GPA of 3.0 or higher. Any student who received a 2 or a U or an N in citizenship got cut from the list. Satisfactory citizenship is important, but it didn't end there. Then I gave the list to all the teachers at Maple School and I said, hey, here's the kids who so far made a cut. What do you think? And they had to approve each and every one of you. So I want you to know, candidates, that you've made a very big impression on your teachers throughout the years here. A big positive impression. The 18 students on this stage represent the top 15% of our 5th and 6th grade classes. We have over 120 kids, and 18 of those made the grade. Parents, I want to thank you for being your child's very first teacher and for all the support you continue to give as they progress through the grades. Thank you for raising such remarkable students, and thank you for the support you give to us teachers. We really appreciate it. Now I'm going to have our candidates talk about those other 3 pillars we keep talking about. So could I have Miss Evelyn Valadez?
In addition, as candidates, we have been evaluated based on 4 other qualities that N.E.H.S upholds. We will begin with scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. An N.E.H.S member is willing to spend time reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We all must continue to learn even when formal education has ended, whether at the end of the school day, the school year, or our educational career. For education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life that leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light that illuminates the future. Members of N.E.H.S are challenged to continually expand their world through the opportunities of scholarship.
Responsibility. Responsibility is our commitment to do what we say we are going to do. It is our obligation for doing what is right when faced with the temptation of doing wrong. Responsibility is an expression of our concern for our family. We work in a responsible manner at school to achieve our academic goals. When playing sports, we are responsible to the team by always competing with our best effort and displaying good sportsmanship. Our responsibility to our community is displayed through acts of good citizenship, respecting the laws, culture, and traditions of our part of the world. N.E.H.S members demonstrate responsibility at home, at school, and in the community as serve as a role model for our peers. We accept these new responsibilities with pride.
Leadership.
Shut.
Leadership. Our leadership as members of the National Elementary Honor Society should exert a positive influence on the school. A student leader takes the initiative in class and in school activities, striving to train and help others to reach their goals. The price of our leadership is sacrifice, a willingness to yield our personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Leadership is needed in many aspects of our lives, so to lead is another important challenge to each of our members.
We forgot service.
In our day-to-day lives, many opportunities arise to perform service, helping others do what they cannot do alone. This willingness to work for the benefit of those in need. Without the expectation of reward is a quality we seek in our members. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow for us all.
Candidates, please rise and recite the pledge. As a member of the National Elementary Honor Society, I pledge to be a strong student, achieving the most from my education, demonstrate responsibility, showing enthusiasm and working hard in all that I do. Learn the skills of leadership, practicing them in all aspects of my life. Be of service to my school and community, showing that I care. And a role model for my peers, helping us all achieve our best.
Johan Hernandez. Janet Alberto Rodriguez. Family, friends, and staff, it is our very great honor to present to you the 2017-2018 Maple School chapter of the National Elementary Honor Society. Okay, let's see, you can sit down.